Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Fenway Park.
A singular honor fell to Joe Boucher at the Red Sox and Tigers doubleheader on June 9th in 1946. A home run hit by Ted Williams bounced squarely off his head in the first inning of the second game. He had never sat in the Fenway Park bleachers before, and he was crowned by a baseball that the game's greatest hitter had socked 502 feet, becoming the longest homer ever hit inside Fenway Park. He was sitting in the 33rd row of the bleachers, a few seats from the aisle dividing the first and second sections behind the visitors' bullpen. Ted Williams had hit some tremendous homers at Fenway, but today's drive nobody would forget, least of all Joe Boucher, who didn't see it but certainly felt it. On June 9, 2006, Jonathan Papelbon came up with a statistical oddity. His name on the score sheet showed that he had blown a save, yet won the game. In the 8th inning, he came in with the Sox ahead of the Rangers, 3-2. There were 2 men on with 2 outs, and he gave up a base hit that tied the game. But in the bottom of the inning, with Manny Ramirez on third, Mike Lowell's fly ball scored him to put the Sox back out front, 4-3. Papelbon retired the Rangers in the 9th and got the win after blowing the save the inning before. Tim Wakefield and his knuckler almost created history when he carried a no-hitter into the 8th inning but settled for a 3-hit, 4-1 victory over the Oakland A's on June 9th in 1995. The fans were on their feet when he opened the 8th by striking out Brent Gates before walking Scott Brosius. Then Stan Javier laced a hard line drive for the first hit and killed the no-no. On June 9th in 1929, the Sox and Tigers were tied at 3 apiece going into the 9th when Detroit scored 3 runs. But the Sox came back in the bottom of the 9th to score 4 and win the game 7-6. Phil Tott and Bill Regan started the 9th with base hits. Ken Williams brought home Tott with a double to center. Red Ruffing came up as a pinch hitter and lofted a fly ball to center that scored Regan. Charlie Berry then singled past third, brought home Williams with the tying run. Bobby Reeves now tried to move Berry over to second with a sacrifice bunt, but it went back to the pitcher George Ewell, who couldn't get him out. Now Russ Scarrett lined a double to left center that brought home Berry from second with the walk-off dramatic game winner. During World War I, the Red Sox, like many other teams, lost valuable players during the season to the war effort. Team captain Dick Hoblitzell was declared eligible for the military draft and had passed an examination for the U.S. Army Dental Corps in March. He received his commission as a first lieutenant and left the Sox on June 9th in 1918. He never played another game in the majors. And finally, on June 9th, 1912, Tris Speaker hit for the cycle against the Browns, and by going 4 for 5, he raised his batting average to .399.